Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another game of Super Rugby Pacific. This one, the Reds taking on the Blues. Should be an entertaining fixture, and after the last result we've just seen, the table is wide open. The Hurricanes getting defeated for the first time in this season by an Australian side. Same happened for the Chiefs. That was the same scenario that ended their winning streak. It is myself. I've got a friend today, which is very cool because I don't often have them in the flesh. But it is Isaac, one of the other Kiwi lads. Some of you guys will know him, some of you may not. This man, he knows how to use a guitar. He's watched a bit of rugby and he's got a cool hat. How you going, mate?
I'm doing great, Hamish. Thanks for having me here today. We're here in lovely... Where is this?
Suncorp Stadium.
We're here at the lovely Suncorp Stadium to see the mighty Blues take on the Reds. The fight of the two colours. So what's your favourite colour, Hamish?
I'm more of a yellow man myself.
So you're a bit of a Hurricanes fan, are you?
Yeah,
Up the Canes.
just a little bit because of the colour there. But looking through at these two lineups, of course, both sides having great wins last week. Reds getting a massive victory over the Highlanders, 31 points to 0. Feel like this one could be a very high scoring one. Looking through at the lineups, ladies and gentlemen, while we are at it, Alex Hodgman up against his old side. He is going to be there at number 1, Matt Fazer at 2, and Jeffrey Tuamunga-Allen slotting in as the number 3, Ryan Smith and Angus Blythe in the locking duo with Liam Wright, John Bryan as the number 7. Little bit of a change there for the Reds, and Harry Wilson as the number 8. He is definitely one that I would recommend keeping a close eye on. Going head-to-head with Hoskins at 2-2. That's going to be a good old battle. At the number 8, Kalani Thomas and Tom Liner as the 19 combo with Hunter Paisami and Josh Fluke in the midfield. Then out on one wing, it is going to be Tim Ryan. Out on the other, Suliasi Vunivalu. And at number 15, Jock Campbell for the Blues. In the starting lineup, Ofa Tuangafasi Sawana Vikina and Angus Ta'avau will be there as the number 3, Patrick Tuipulotu and Sam Derry in the locking duo. Anton Segner, Dalton Papali and Hoskins Atutu, the leading try scorer in Super Rugby Pacific, slotting in as the number 8, Tofa Funaki and Harry Plummer as the 19 combo, Bryce Heeman, Rico Ioane in the middle with Mark Talia, AJ Lamb and Cole Forbes as the back 3. You've got a statistic for us. What do you got?
I sure do, Hamish. This is really interesting to know. I'm actually reading this off the top of my head. Like, I don't have a phone in front of me reading this off the Super Rugby website. The Blues have lost only one of their last 8 matches in Super Rugby against the Queensland Reds. So, can the Blues keep that, winning streak up, or are they gonna fluke under the pressure?
I see what you did there. You
Fluke.
used a pun.
Fluke.
And you didn't even know Josh Fluke till 5 minutes ago. So
But actually only 3 minutes ago.
quick thinking there. I'm here. Hamish says Steen. And the last game was a bit... The last game was very bad, to be honest. Like, in terms of tries, we saw one between the Highlanders and the Western Force. End score in that game was 7 points to 6.
So you're hoping this is going to be better?
I'm hoping that this one's going to be about 30 or so. Do you think their guns are loaded? I would say that health and safety probably wouldn't let them, but then at the same time, if there was anyone who you'd want to be holding on to them, you'd at least want someone of a military background to have that firearm. But yeah, we have got the Anzac Day celebrations, or the remembrance as well, that has taken place. So normally this is about a 3-minute delay of kickoff, which does mean that kickoff is only just around the corner, but they are going to be raising the flags of New Zealand and Australia. So tell me, Hamish, who is your friend? Well, this is Isaac. Some of you guys will know him. He is one of the other Kiwi lads. Some of the cricket fans that we have got on the channel will actually know of his music that has been playing during halftime breaks on the channel.
Do I still get the
Commission
for that? Or?
Yep. Yeah, it's in the mail. They'll get there one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, talented musician, and also, avid rugby viewer. He loves himself a bit of rugby.
I love the old rugby, a bit of union, as they say. Last game I probably watched was probably sitting next to you, I'd say.
So, about 7 months
we don't
ago.
go into that, but it was watching a game with you.
Does he play cricket on your team? He does not. No, he's not much of a cricketing boy either.
I used to play a bit of cricket back in the day when I was a young whippersnapper.
A while ago, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it was not good.
But you used to play a bit of rugby in the front row. Used to be a hooker,
Yeah.
and now he's a hooker.
I also used to play rugby as well.
There you go. The last post me and play. This seems like a terrible conversation to have while they're doing this.
Her strap on her hat is way too tight. It didn't, like, I wish we could show the viewers. I mean, it's
got a bit of silence. They are having. I don't think we have to stay silent at this point.
Don't we?
No. I once got told to do the minute silence on a stream, and then a whole heap of other people got really mad at me for staying silent for that long.
I think, that would be a bit awkward for you on a live stream.
Definitely the ones who just pop in and you're like, sorry, I'm being silent.
By the way,
yeah. And Matt
it's not
started already.
that I'm bad at this.
We got George Meyer said, be quiet.
Okay.
And I was like, welcome in, George. Hope you're doing well. Having pancakes tomorrow morning,
You're not
the
being very
boys.
quiet. George told you to be quiet.
I don't normally listen to George. Nah, but then I do because or else he gets mad, throws things. What type of musician is your friend Isaac? He is a good one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I narrowed it down.
Yep, he's a guitarist. He plays a little bit of drums. You know, he can slap a bass if he needs to. And that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. We still have national anthems, by the way, so it's probably about a 7-minute delay
We could sing
from
along.
the kickoff.
We could sing along.
You can sing along if
No,
you like.
we can sing along. Get in the spirit. Get in the Anzac spirit.
Hi, says Patrick Brady. An Irish nice t-shirt, but those two lines make me feel dizzy, says Brian. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a little bit trippy. If you don't like that one, you won't like one of the emojis on the channel, because one of them says try and it has about the 5 layers just like this one. Does he sing karaoke? He's been known to have a bit of a crack at the old karaoke.
Remember that guy doing karaoke up in Christchurch that when you were up there?
I felt very unsafe in that pub.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I did too, to be honest.
I felt like we were one step away from getting bashed by a random bloke. But it was a great evening.
I bet they were probably lovely gentlemen over there. If you do want to use that try emoji, feel free to become a channel member.
There you go.
Was that a good plug?
It was. Oh,
thanks.
Here we go. National anthem. Irish sings karaoke. Are you allowed to remix the national anthem, or is that considered disrespectful?
Why not? We're respecting it by...
Show them, Hamish, says George. And Munster Rugby are playing today in the United Rugby Championship. They are. We're covering that game. It is a bit of a banger, New Zealand's national anthem. There was one version that they played, I think it was on a cricket game, and they had a little bit of the extra bloody drums behind it. And I was thinking, geez, this is kind of slapping. You know, Australia's national anthem ain't too bad either.
Oh, it's a bit of a bop.
Bit of a bop. And lead or bass guitar says Ivan.
Just whatever.
Just whatever's in front of him. He's got a few.
Oh, we'll just take
few quick fingers.
Yeah.
Oh. I almost crossed a line there.
You almost did. You almost did.
Do you feel like you know what I was going to say?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We're just going to not speak about that.
No. Show us some freestyle, says George.
Nah, sorry. Nah, did not.
Yeah. I mean, we wrote a song that was supposed to be in the tune of the national anthem back at school. And yeah, we got excellence for it because it was supposed to be in the tune of the national anthem, but we just made a freestyle about Antarctica.
That didn't sound like the national anthem, did it?
No,
was it supposed to?
It was supposed to. It was supposed to be on the tune of the national anthem for New Zealand, but we made it into the tune of Ice Ice Baby.
And it didn't even sound like Ice Ice Baby.
No, when did the game start? It's about maybe 3 minutes away. They've just started the Australian national anthem. I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are fired up, rearing to go for this matchup. A few of the games this weekend, we've seen a little bit of biffo, a little bit of feeling in them.
Little bit of biffo.
Yes.
He's tall.
Which one, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, old bloody Angus Bly. You see the Landers Force game? My God, that was boring. I was watching it a little bit, but I was also editing at the same time, and I'm glad that we didn't do the coverage on the channel. I know a lot of people were sad that we didn't cover it, but at the end of the day, 7-6 kind of speaks for itself. It was a gamble of a game. Next stream, bring a guitar. With you here, Hamish. I'll be the judge. Nah, JK's. Says Ivan. Nah, he's a talented bloke. We might even play some of his bangers at half time.
Where's the guitar?
It's out in storage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hiding. At the end of the national anthems, we are now rearing to go for this contest, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Good choice, Hamish, cannot cover the Highlanders game. Yeah, that's the thing. That was always going to be one of those games that it was going to mean a lot for those two sides playing in it, but outside of the overall picture of the table, like it does help some sides advance, but at the same time, I don't think it was ever going to be one of those games that lit the world on fire, if that makes sense. Did you watch the Canes Brumbies game? Wasn't bad. I did stream that game, yeah, so it's pretty decent. This man is one to watch out for, Harry Wilson, like I mentioned. Him versus Hoskins Satutu. Wilson's been getting a lot of try assists, whereas Satutu's been finishing them off himself. The tries,
he loves finishing them
not
off
his
himself.
Teammates, yeah.
Yeah, he loves finishing them off, yeah.
7 defenders beaten for Harry Wilson as well. Handy enough man when he runs it straight at the line.
That's a lot of defenders to beat off.
Okay, halftime show, says Ivan. There's Satutu, look at that. Most tries by a Blues forward. 8 at the moment. He is tying with a man in 1996, Andrew Blowers, whose name doesn't really help our argument that we just mentioned about. 13 points. And Blues by 10, says Rave. Probably a decent shout. What's your prediction for this game? I just realised I never asked.
What's that? Are they putting sunscreen on?
It's a little bit of hand cream to make the ball less slippery because of the dew.
Oh, a bit of sandpaper.
In a way.
Yeah.
I guess like a little bit of friction creator.
Like that. I'll go for the home team. Our home team.
The Blues. Okay, so the away side.
The non-home team. The locals that are at the other end of the couple of islands we live on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going for the away side, the Blues by
7.
7? Okay, that's reasonable. You know what? Just to be different, I know that it's not going to be a popular one, but I'm going to say that the Reds keep it close, and I'm going to say the Blues by 3. I think it's going to be a real close game, or at least I hope it is, after the performance from the Reds last week. If they can back that up, they're going good. Blues by 100, Blues by 10 points, says Manny M. And also, so tell me, Hamish, what did you think of the previous match between the Highlanders and the Force? It was probably the worst match I've seen on television. Hopefully this match is much better than the last one, says Mornay there. I didn't actually get to watch it in its entirety, but it sounds like I didn't miss much. I only got to see a part of the first half, and at that stage, like it was 3-0 for the Western Force over the Highlanders after 38 minutes. I don't think we're going to get that here. I think we're going to see quite a free-flowing game of rugby. James Dolman in charge normally has a bit of a handle on the things. So,
on the things? On the things?
On the things. But we're now ready. Reds kicking off from left to right. And this game is underway. And so Tutu hits it straight up at the opposition. Hopefully the scoreboard will kick itself in the guts here very soon.
Get yourself.
We'll start going, but the Blues already looking to get this attack going out wide to Mark Delia. Offload on the inside to Plummer. I think the big thing here for the Reds is going to be try and stop the Blues' early momentum. Because you predicted them to win by 7. When's the first try coming for the Blues, do you think?
I'd say the Reds are going to score first.
Oh, okay. You know what?
I want to see a comeback from the Blues. I don't want to see that, but I think that's what's going to happen.
You've actually pretty much nailed on the head what people said on the last stream. In terms of they want to see the Blues be challenged in this game and have to fight adversity to get there to the victory.
I think the Reds might, put in a big, strong start, but then, start to fade out in the end. Blues might come back at them.
Kalani Thomas playing half. Goes off to Harry Wilson, who will always just run it straight and as fast as he physically can. Angus Ta'aval not getting out of the breakdown quick enough, so that is going to be the penalty advantage in favour of the Reds. And they will now go back for the penalty 40 out. Thought the Canes would have won last night. Sheesh. So Reds at home, come on Blues, says Laurie. First try in the first 5 minutes. So when you're going to have a cup of tea, went on 30. And also we have got there, nobody likes you, says John Harvey. We've never seen John Harvey before. He's decided to pop in.
Hey, John Harvey.
It's what he repeats 5 times in the morning in front of the mirror. We've got, so tell me, Hamish, is Isaac a huge Blues fan? No, he's not. And now your friend talk.
How do you
Rugby,
know?
Hamish.
I might be a massive Blues fan.
No.
I could name at least...
You know the whole starting lineup.
Probably. I probably could. You've got Ofa Tu'ungafasi. You got Sawane Vikina. I could go on.
Yeah, you
but
could
I
go
won't.
on. No. Smudge. That's old Steve Smith's nickname, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Old mate Smudge.
You were talking about the sandpaper before the game. Of course, he knows a thing or two about that.
Smudge some of that. Yeah.
Nice attack and run from Hodgman. Gets one leg one way, one leg the other. From the Blues defence, Hunter Paisami attacking forward. Nice tackle made low from Sam Derry. Did have injury troubles at the start of the season. It's back rearing to go now. Another tackle made by Ofa Tu'ungafasi. 5 phases in at the moment for the Reds as they move up to the 22-metre line. Skip pass from Kalani Thomas. Another tackle made by AJ Lamb. Almost pushing him into touch. Keeping the ball alive here for the Reds. And this is very good early phase play. Up against the Blues, trying to take the wind out of their sails. Massive win over the Brumbies last week. Now back to Fluke. He's probably one of your picks to score a try.
Yeah. He could fluke it and get a try, I'd say. But he's fluked it. Well, the Blues have fluked a penalty instead. So.
Fluked a penalty sounds harsh, doesn't it?
Do you know what's really disappointing?
What's that?
The main colour of each of these teams is not the colour of their names. The Blues are not mainly blue, and the Reds are not mainly red. It's just disappointing.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, alternative strips for both of these sides in this matchup. There's been times that 2 home sides have gone with 2 away colours. This one, I believe it's due to... Well, I know that the Reds are due to the Anzac side of things. But the Blues, I would have thought that their light blue wouldn't have actually at all affected the colour scheme. I know that it's to keep the colourblind people happy.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's like the I can't remember what the number is, like 4% who watch rugby union who are colourblind. It's to keep them knowing who's got the ball. Now, a nice break and run here from the Reds. It's in about 15 metres out from the line now. Hunter Paisami in behind the line. A rush defence from Forbes, trying to shut him down early. We go, good evening, Kiwi lads. Who's your guess? Or my guest? This is my friend. One of the other Kiwi lads.
Who's your guess to win, though?
Oh, Vunivalu. Keeps it in the field of play. He spins out. He scores the try. They may just check the ground here. I think it came free after he slammed it. But you want to talk us through this one?
I would love to, but I'll just have to wait until they bring it back on screen because I don't really know what happened.
That's fair enough. I'm the same boat.
So we'll just keep bantering between us until they do bring it back, and then we can discuss what actually happened.
Tell you what, early blunder from the Blues. Here we go.
Right, so we're at the 22-metre line. Bit of a chip kick over towards the corner, and old mate on the wing just takes it.
And that was a pretty weak defensive effort there from Harry Plummer. Got shoved off, made it look easy.
He saw the gap, though. I mean, there's only one real defender out there. He took it. Does he get it down? No, I don't think he does.
He almost throws that.
I think he might have lost that.
I mentioned it at the top. Oh, or did he slam and then it bounced? They might check this grounding here just to make sure.
Need to.
Contest Ratama and Ruben love to start for the All Blacks versus England. Oh, hang on, we got to blow the whistle.
Oh,
it's a knock on, no try.
You did say right as that happened, didn't you?
I did, but that's also extremely disappointing that I was correct. Because...
It's quite well done.
Yeah, but you're open. There's no one touching you.
Yeah, you just put it down.
Just put it down. He did the Rico Ioane. You remember when Rico Ioane did that for the All Blacks? Did the one-handed try and drop the ball and then the All Blacks lost that game?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's just something so simple that you're taught at a young age. Place the ball when you score a try. And Suliasi Vunivalu, of course, from a league background, they like to do the big flary tries in the corner, but now it's still 0-0. Here comes Wilson again.
Drops the shoulder.
Really, Hamish? Says Thean, it feels like the Blues will choke here, just saying, says Ivan. Called it, said Noma, but now you haven't because the try was disallowed. Can't predict an unpredictable winger.
Yeah, that is true. That's a life motto to live by, I reckon.
Maybe without the winger. Can't predict the unpredictable. That's surely a saying.
I mean, it is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's sometimes what sayings are. They're always
But it just makes you realise, you can't predict the unpredictable, mate.
There you go. The Blues in position at the moment. Rico Ioane, and he finished the job after the halfway line ball stripped by Hunter by Sami. Is this Isaac? Are you looking like brothers? Or you are looking like brothers, sorry, from coding.
Are we?
I don't know. People say we look like brothers, but I think it's just because we're two white guys.
White guys,
and we kind of like...
White guys all look the same.
Yeah, I don't see it personally. He's got a much better beard. He's certainly got the beard genetics, if that's the case.
I see you, it's looking good.
It's
It's
just
coming
not.
along.
It's just not.
It just is, though. It just is.
Hi, who are we cheering for? What have I missed? Says Simran. Well, we missed the try because Suliasi Vunivalu did drop the ball.
He missed the try.
He missed it, not us. And then now the Blues are in position. So a little bit of a back and forth. Oh, good shot there on Cole Forbes in his mid-section. Talfa Funaki, great offload coming. AJ Lamb. Still 40 metres out from the line. You both look like smarter, intelligent Beavis and Butthead. I feel like that's a compliment, but at the same time, I don't know if it is. That's
which one's Beavis and which one's Butthead?
I've got to be Butthead, don't I?
You reckon you're Butthead?
I'd say so.
I'd be Beavis.
Beavis. I've never watched that show.
I don't think I've watched the full episode.
Is that what he does, is it? I'm doing okay. A bit cold down south here. How are you doing? It's very lucky you didn't go to that game, Simran. 7 points to 6. Like, the Highlanders won, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't have been a great game to watch, I wouldn't think, in terms of Beavis as a blonde. Oh, you used to be blonde when you were a child, didn't you?
When I was a child, yes.
Yeah.
And then I developed brown hair.
And
now I've got a few ginger hairs in my beard.
I got a bit of ginger down in there too.
Bit of ginge.
Bungholes.
I agree. Speaking of it being cold, I'm pretty hot in here.
I'm sweating badly.
that fire is pretty hot.
Yeah, we've cranked the fire up about an hour before the stream, and now we're cooking in here. It's like saunas are good for you, aren't they?
It's toasty. It's a dry sauna though.
Not a lot of steam around. That's a loose ball. Mark Talia drops it, but it's going back for the penalty. Original advantage here, the Highlanders. It was quite chilly. I would have had to smuggle some hot chocolate in.
Love a hot chocolate.
Yeah? Do you like a Macca's hot chocolate?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Some people enjoy them more than like a fancy bougie cafe's hot chocolate.
McDonald's coffee is pretty good too.
Is it?
Like it's not good, but it's got a very distinctive taste to it.
And but it's like a good taste, or
it just tastes like McDonald's coffee.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just very
McDonald's-y.
Yeah. Maybe they deep fry it.
Was a compliment. Didn't mind Beavis and Butthead, irritating sometimes. The legends here though. Says Laurie there.
Okay, that's a backhanded compliment. Irritating sometimes.
I would consider myself irritating sometimes.
Well, at least you're self-aware. That's good.
Up to 22 metres out now for the Blues. Chance to be able to win the line out. It's been sacked. But that is good from the Reds, although I think they've got their timing perfect. And this ball, if it doesn't come out the back door, I know it's available now, and it is going to be a advantage to the Blues here. Mark Dudley already 10 minutes into this contest. Yet to see a try being scored other than Suliasi Vunivalu's.
Which was not a try.
Which is no try. How crucial could that have been?
Could be. Especially if the predicted Blues are going to win by 7 points.
Could have been golden point time.
Could have.
Come on, the Reds. We need to stay on top, says Junior Ryder. Tell me, Hamish, did you and Isaac went to the same school? We did. High school, not primary school. I don't actually know this fellow until he was about 11? 10?
I don't know. Whenever we went to primary school, I guess.
High school, yeah.
Oh, in high school, yeah. I don't know what age I couldn't remember.
No.
Must be 12 or 13.
I don't know. I miss school, though, a little bit. You know, isn't it funny how kids always wish that they were older and grown-ups always wish that they were younger?
Yeah.
How, like, you can't win.
So we're just all I was going to swear. We're all screwed either way. You see that next week, starting back, kids can't have phones at school.
Yeah.
Not even at lunchtime or break time.
That'll be interesting, won't it? How are they going to film their TikToks?
How will they do? I mean, I struggle enough trying to find time to film all my TikToks.
I can imagine you doing TikToks at your work.
Doing a little dance.
Everyone judging you. They're close to the line here, the Blues.
They
Off up doing a fussy. Now looks like Mark Talia offloads to Tuipulotu. And they'll score the try there, the Blues. Once again, how crucial is that mistake from the Reds going to be?
Very. Well, I think... Actually, no, I don't think it will be. Because I got my first prediction wrong of the Reds scoring first. So I think that the Reds will win.
Yeah, but I'd still give you that you were correct in a certain extent, you know? Because the only thing that stopped him from scoring was literally his inability of placing a ball.
Stupidity.
Yeah. He certainly placed it.
Have you seen that? I think it's a sevens match, and the guy runs to score the try, and then his mate comes along and he passes it to the mate, but he passes it to him forward so he can touch it down. Oh, that's
seemed like a good idea at the time.
So dumb.
Great finish from Tuipulotu. Doesn't normally score too many tries, but he's put the head down there. Talia played half. Now, normally Talia would go for it himself there. But he's decided to pass it. Do you guys still remember everyone in your old school photos? I tried today, forgot half, says Laurie. Yeah.
I saw someone today that we went to school with.
Did you?
But I won't say their name.
Were they in our year?
Yes.
Do they have 2 kids now?
Do they have 2 kids? Or is it 1 kid?
What's that? Does their name start with the same letter as one of the other Kiwi lads?
No.
Oh. Wait, how many kids does this person have?
I think 1.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I think I know who you're talking about. Is it the letter of... You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that the last?
Like that?
That yeah,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 1? Just 1?
Yeah, she just got 1.
Oh, it's just 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the other ones is 2.
Imagine she's watching this and she just comments, she's like, "Oh, it was me. Hey, Isaac."
I just roll mine R around. Why did I read that so hard?
It
wasn't hard, I should clarify. I'm not hard, but it was hard to read.
No one was asking if you were hard, Hamish.
No, but I thought I should clarify.
Oh, well, I think you're fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just roll mine around in the fluff and then scoop it out with a spoon and eat it. What are we rolling around in the fluff?
I think the marshmallow.
It's the best
on
way.
The hot chocolate.
That would be quite nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Isaac must be a Crusaders fan.
No, I've given up hope.
You sound like 90% of the Crusaders fan base at the moment.
I
should mention missed kick there for the Blues. It didn't seem like it was going to be too challenging for him, but has drifted away. Possession very 50-50 at the moment between these two sides. Nicely claimed by Sam Derry with a bit of pressure coming from the Reds line out. Loose forward trio somewhere that they are normally very handy. Although with that change at number 7 and John Bryant, a little bit of an unknown factor there, I think, for the Reds. Offload attempted. Was that off the finger of Sam Derry? Yes, it was. And it's going to be another scrum feed now in favour of the Reds. We're going to see a few stoppages, I think, throughout this game while both sides get themselves settled. Is that nice and cold, is it?
It is. It's actually see-through. It's see-through.
Oh.
I'm invisible.
That took me far too long. I was like, no.
No, it's not.
I was looking for the water level. I thought that's what you meant. And I was like, oh, can you see it through? Oh, no, it is see-through. Is mine see-through? Yeah, it is, kind of. I just realised we probably should have strategically timed our drinking so that we didn't both drink at once if someone was talking. Rather than just both
Well,
being
no, they were
silent.
setting up a scrum. They had their own little timeout, so...
That's true. 98% scrum won for the Queensland Reds off their own feet. They've won 9 penalties. Just to put that in perspective, the Hurricanes are now up to about 16 or 17 penalties won throughout the season. And the Fijian draw, I believe, still have the best scrum win percentage throughout Super Rugby.
They got a good scrum.
Pacific. They got a decent scrum, yeah.
Good line out too? Like, are they good at all the...
No.
Oh.
The Fijian draw struggle a bit at line out time, unfortunately. Definitely with no Taveta Ikanaviri.
Ikanaviri. That's a cool name. That's a nice name to say. Ikanaviri. Like
Almost correct.
What was it?
Ikanaviri.
Ikanaviri.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ickadabiddy.
Penalty goes the way of the Blues, so that's not going to help the scrum percentage of the Reds. So tell me, Hamish, did you guys play cricket together? No. Nah, he wasn't a cricketer.
We've tried, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't think you liked it much.
No.
I feel like anyone who doesn't have a huge liking of cricket only likes the idea of being able to whack the ball. You know, that's... You say you like swinging the bat, but you don't like doing anything else?
Bowling's alright, though.
You know how to bowl?
That's a bit hard, isn't it?
Mm.
What do you reckon? I'm a spin bowler or a fast bowler?
I don't know, really. Maybe
I'd say a spin because
spin,
I
a leg spin.
unintentionally spin it.
Mm.
What the hell's a leg spin?
Leg spin is the equivalent of the ball going from that way, going away from them, starting on the legs, spinning away, as in a cross.
What's the other type?
Off spin, which starts on off stump, comes back into them.
That'd be more of like a lefty person doing that, wouldn't it?
No, because if a lefty does that, it's leg spin, but a left arm leg spin.
But wouldn't it depend what way the batter's going as well?
Yeah, little.
If the batter is lefty or right?
No, that doesn't quite affect it. Miss kick from Harry Plummer. Ooh. And that was going to be for the 3. That's a clothesline there. It's going to be the advantage in favour of the Blues with AJ Lamb.
You can't be doing that.
No. Definitely not in this competition. We've seen so many players red and yellow carded in recent weeks. But Funaki now going on the outside to Plummer, to Leah with the pass short to Satudu. Skipped out wide. And Cole Forbes, he knows how to put the ball down. And the Blues now take more of a lead.
Was that a little dig? He knows how to put the ball down.
It was. It was a subtle dig. But I don't think it was very subtle.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was pretty obvious that I was referencing Vunivalu not being
good at putting
the ball down. And we have got there... Hamish, do you go... Or did you guys go to Christchurch, boys? Nah. Down south more.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, nah.
Also, why are the Reds wearing gold? It is to do with the Anzac. So that the front of their jersey has a pattern of like some silhouettes of soldiers. So that's why they are wearing that kind of pattern for this match. The Blues also have the Anzac poppy in the middle of their chest on their kit. But it is to do with the Anzac weekend. The All Blacks are going to be rocking this year. And yes, Chahu, a Blues baby.
Chahu,
says Laurie.
That was very white of you.
Yeah, it never sounds cool when I say Chahu.
It's because you say like Chahu. It's like you're saying the T, Chanui.
Chahu. See, you know how some people just shout it from their chest and it works? Not for me.
You don't want to wake up the neighbours, I guess.
No. Only when we make pancakes tomorrow.
Are we going to invite the neighbours over?
I think we should.
Oh, do you want some pancakes? Big batch.
And Plummer's missed again.
Do you have a lot of pancake mix?
Nah. One of those little shakers.
Should I buy another one? George is coming.
Mate. Maybe. Do you want me to pop to the shop with you tomorrow? We can do a group trip.
Maybe I could call past and pick you up at 8. Sorry, we're just planning we're planning breakfast tomorrow. Don't worry, everyone. Yeah.
That'd be nice. Oh, the spoilers were a little bit, guys. Thank you. Says, you're saying it wrong. Stop. It's not cha. It's chihu. Chahoyo.
It's chihoyo. You say like cheese first, but no S and E.
Chihu. Cha. I know you're supposed to... Oh, that was a bit of something.
If I put my lungs into it, you know,
There's not supposed to be an I in there, by the way. Okay, sorry, that was my bad.
I like the cheer hui.
And now sitting only about 15 metres into the half. Here comes Harry Wilson, the big man, and he's just bundled. Oh, did he get there to hit the Blues player? No, apparently not. And they've taken it quickly. Yes, Isaac, the last one. Now they're inside of the in-goal area. They're doing a risky game here. Talia taken down just out from the 22. Oh, sorry, that's just out from their own line.
Put it to the boot. Put it to the boot.
Harry Plummer.
Under the pressure.
And that one close. Did you see the Highlanders in the fourth game, worst game of the season? Says Junior Ryder. I watched some of it. I'm glad that I didn't watch the whole of it, though. And did you and Isaac play rugby at school? If so, what position did Isaac play? He used to be a little hooker. And in rugby, he also played number 2. Ha ha! How many times are we going to use that today?
I don't know. There's a different variation though. I quite like that.
It kind of sounded dodgy though when I said you used to be a little hooker.
Well, yeah, because the props were massive, and then I was tiny, so I'd kind of just dangle from them, and I could get my feet like pretty much to the other team's number 8. Just because I was held up in the air. It worked. We had a really good scrum. We had a great scrum. I'd say like 80% win rate on the scrum.
I remember the first game I came to watch was the game that your career ended.
Was it?
I think so.
Actually,
it was my first game of that season anyway.
Okay, I did play a couple games after that, and then thought, no.
Yeah, but I used to be out on the wing way back in the day. I don't think we ever played together. I used to be on a team, I believe, with George and about under 8s or under 9s.
I was in the grade above him for most of my career.
Yeah, see, I used to be on the same side as his cousin, the big man.
Yep.
Yeah, and I remember a game specifically because one of the opposition players grabbed his lower carriage and squeezed and twisted and it had him in tears.
Ooh,
and
fun,
the referee had to warn this guy from the other team, you can't go around squeezing players' balls.
You can't.
They're the wrong type of balls you're going
or you've
for,
at least got to ask for permission. Get consent first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he did not have it.
No.
From our biggest player on the field.
He was always a good player. You just throw it to him. And he was good at fending, just hand right to the face. No one would get to him.
Used to hate playing force back against him, or like during practice how you had to tackle everyone. He was always the last one because no one wanted it.
Yeah.
Now Kalani Thomas going off to Tom Liner. They're only about 5 metres out here, the Reds, slowly building up phase after phase after phase, putting it together. Wilson looking for another try assist. Here comes Jeffrey Tuamanga-Allen.
Yes.
Now off to the right, Wilson goes to Hunter Paisami, just dragged down by Harry Plummer. They've already got the penalty advantage here, the Reds. Who's your pick? Josh Fluke.
Yep, he's going to fluke it. What number is he?
He's 13, so they need to get it out this back line, although it looks like they're content on going with the forward back. But they've still got the advantage around the side. They're setting up here again. Sulia Sevone. Oh, that was dirty. That's
dirty.
That sounded very posh, didn't it? That's close. That's
that
over.
That was a little dummy, wasn't it?
And the Reds with Jeffrey Tuamanga-Allen scores the try for the Reds, and they're back in it. They would have the lead now.
There's already more points scored than the Blues game. No, the Highlanders game, isn't there?
That's a very good statement and a very good statistic.
Except I stuffed it up.
Yeah, but
the right idea.
You mean
was there.
well.
Yeah, I mean well. I try.
Shahoo.
Shahoo. Oi. Oi.
Yeah, hoyo.
I'll bring up some stats.
Go on then. Nice finish from Jeffrey Tuamanga-Allen to score that try for the Reds. Gets them back into the contest now, but just some good physicality on offer there from both of these forward backs.
I mean, the Blues have won 20 of their last 21 games against Australian sides.
Do you know who they lost to?
No.
Neither. I think it was the Brumbies, maybe.
We'll go with that.
Oh, yeah, it might have been. Might have been the Brumbies. It was a little while ago, though.
The Reds have quite a good line out. Did you know that?
No.
They've actually won 88% of their own line-out throws in the Super Rugby Pacific season. The highest rate of any team in the competition, though the Blues are on 87%. So they've both got quite good line-outs, but Reds just pip them.
Good.
Good stats. Was that good?
Statistics all day. Oh, that was
he
almost
knocks it on.
Mark Dalia's try. What's up, boys? I've had a few lemonades out and about, says Direct Sports. Welcome in, Tony.
A few lemonades.
If you keep them well, Tony came on the channel yesterday.
Did he?
Last night we had a bit of banter.
Pants are pulling down.
22 metres out. Faisler goes back across to Kalani Thomas. Now Hunter Paisami. That's an awkward flying ball. And that's just going to be out of reach for Liam Wright.
That was a big dive.
It's pretty warm. And already more score in this game than the whole Landers versus Forster. He stole that from you, didn't he?
What was that?
He said that there's more score in this game than the whole Landers versus Forster.
Yeah, I already made that statement about 5 minutes ago.
And Smith smiling. Got a Wallabies team to choose from. A decent forwards this year for the Bledisloe, says Laurie. I hope it's a competitive Bledisloe Cup, and it's actually got the potential of being so, hopefully, anyway. Will be relatively close. Hoskins are 2-2. Hitting that ball up. 27 minutes through already. It's flying by. Even in the hot conditions.
Yeah.
Although, as soon as you go outside, it's going to be like 7 degrees.
I reckon it'll be less. It's going to freeze tonight, surely.
I haven't often been at the supermarket when it opens.
It's lovely going to the supermarket when it opens. Because everything's all faced up. It's nice and quiet.
I often feel tempted to buy a newspaper when I do. Just because that's like when I used to work at the supermarket, and the rare occurrence that I would be working from the start, people would get their newspaper and I'd be like, yeah.
That's a thing you do.
Wait, do they still sell the newspaper at the supermarket?
Why wouldn't they?
They've got chocolate bars down the front now.
Down the front? Where?
Yeah, like next to the checkouts. It used to be at the face of the checkout or over on a stand where there's now cream eggs.
So they've always had chocolate there, though.
Yeah.
Why are you saying they've now got chocolate there?
Or more chocolate.
Oh, more
where
chocolate.
Where the paper was.
Oh, I see.
We'll have to have a look.
I mean, I never worked there, so you would have spent more of your time.
That's a penalty, or in fact, no, sorry, that is going to be the scrum one for the Reds because that ball was not coming out for the Blues. Got stuck in the maul. There's a question to both of you. Who's the best hooker in the world and who is the best hooker in New Zealand currently?
I'd say me and me. Your opinion, Hamish?
No offence, but I probably wouldn't say you.
Okay, that's all right. Your opinion is valid.
I feel like Dan Sheehan or Malcolm Marx are still right up there, aren't they? In terms of the best hooker in New Zealand, I think that if George was here, he'd be able to help us out.
He'd probably say someone on Manchester Street in Christchurch.
He's not too keen on those ones, though, is he?
Is he not?
No.
Oh, has he got a bit more exclusive?
Yep. Yep, sure. But, yeah, New Zealand-wise, I mean, Asafa Moore is looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, I'd almost go him, but he's injured now, so that's unfortunate. Don't like an injury.
Nah, that would suck, wouldn't it? What's your biggest injury you've ever had?
I mean, I have an ongoing groin injury every time I run.
Right.
Yeah, so that's slightly unfortunate. But my worst one was probably when I bent this finger back the wrong way.
Ouch.
And then recently, also cricket, I got hit with a ball there and that bent that one back, and it's still painful, like 6 weeks later.
Ooh.
So I don't know what I did to it, but it still like moves.
That
So
just hurt.
it's good, yeah.
Just don't move it.
That's what I'm saying. You know? If I can avoid moving it, no pain.
It'd be sweet.
All good. Now another line out throw for the Reds. 30 minutes into the contest at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. With Matt Fazer about to throw this ball in for the Reds. Nicely taken at the front by Ryan Smith. Oh, in fact, that's actually Liam Wright they decide to go to in the line out. So to move forward just that little bit more. Thinking about offloading it out the back to Kalani Thomas, but it looks like they're going to hang on just for now. The Reds aren't out of this game, are they?
No.
Keeping it competitive.
I wouldn't say so.
Lucky you got spare fingers, Hamish. Exactly right. That's why I got 10 of them. So I can lose a few. Well, not, hopefully not lose.
You can't use all of them at the same time.
What do you mean? But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
For more
Big
condensed activities.
Yes.
Now, Mark Talaire, chance to run hard into the 22. Hello, dude. Says Brandon.
Brandon, how are you?
Harry Plummer, cross to Anton Segner. Dalton Papali's is scoring a try very soon.
You reckon?
Yep.
This game?
Before the end of the half.
Oh, okay.
Tafafunaki, back to Tuipalotu. Oh, that's dirty. That should be a penalty to the Reds, but they'll probably let it play out just to see. Now, when there's foul play involved, they can go back more than the 3 phases, unlike if there was a knock-on. Where is this game taking place? It is taking place at Queensland. It's going to be Suncorp Stadium for this one. Now, Harry Plummer reminded Rico Ioane. Almost a little bit of shepherding there from Bryce Heem. He's living right on the edge at the moment. Ball's out the back door. Papali'i drops it, but don't worry, because he's going to still score a try before the end of the first half. Funaki. Across to Cole Forbes. Now again to Lear, trying to snipe his way around the back of the breakdown. To the left-hand side. I just realised the last time I used my fry pan we're cooking the pancakes in, it was for a butter chicken. Now inside of the in-goal area.
There was out of nowhere.
It was, but I just realised like there might be a slight aroma of butter chicken while we cook the pancakes.
Butter's nice.
Butter is good.
When was the butter chicken cooked?
Oh, like a week or 2 ago.
Oh yeah.
So it's been a while.
You haven't used a fry pan since?
No, I like the oven at the moment. I'm really into the oven.
You're in the oven.
Yeah.
We can cook the pancakes in the oven.
You think that will work?
No.
Oh. Good dude. I've been talking like El Goblino from Doors. Dude, I'm high-powered. Any ideas?
No.
No.
El Goblino. You know El Goblino.
Goblino? Goblin something from Doors. Dude, I'm high-powered.
It's in the band Doors. No, they're The Doors.
Is that a band's name?
Mm-hmm.
The Doors.
Mm.
What do they do?
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're from. Into this world we're from. Like a dog without a bone, an actor on alone.
I don't think I've heard that.
Riders on the storm.
I don't think I've heard it, no. Old school, by the sounds of it.
You haven't heard Riders on the Storm?
I don't think so. We can ask the crowd, I was going to say.
Who in the crowd has heard Riders on the Storm?
By The Doors. They are checking this one upstairs. I believe that's for Bryce Heem being a dirty boy.
Dirty Bertie.
You'll see him soon. That used to be a great book. Oh, Dirty Bertie.
I haven't read that.
You haven't read that?
Just like you haven't listened to Riders on the Storm. Touche.
Also, in Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, Shoo It.
Who is El Goblino?
It's the guy in Plants vs. Zombies, apparently. Here we go. Bryce Heem. Bomb.
Oh, you can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that. Yellow card, seriously. The Doors Riders on the Storm. Says one up my kicks. And it's hard for any New Zealand team to topple Aussie's teams at home. Kane's try lost. It reaches a yellow card threshold. You're looking him up.
Oh, of course. El Goblino.
Oh, of course.
Doors wiki. What's Doors?
What is Doors? He's a
Roblox.
Roblox.
It's Roblox. We don't play Roblox.
No, not very often. But he's going to the bin for 10 minutes. Old Bryce Heem.
Get in the rubbish. It's where he belongs.
Oh, it's harsh. And
well, it's a bit harsh what he did to that poor Reds player.
That is true. Got a message, although it's underneath an email. We got what going on? They're looking at something on the team. Yep. So it took quite a while, didn't it, to get the result, but it has met the yellow card threshold, so it is going to be a penalty now to the Reds. Yellow card for who? Bryce Heem, number 12 for the Blues. That kick has gone into touch for the Reds. Another opportunity before the end of this first half.
Could be. You know, the fan or something.
I could get you something hard, like fan yourself.
Oh.
You know, like you could use this cap as a fan.
Let's just show
You know?
everyone.
Now I should clarify. This is George's hat, and he bloody well does, doesn't he?
He does.
He does love a hot mum.
Is that good?
Oh, that's lovely, actually.
We could just open a window.
Yeah. It's a knock on there from the Reds. It's it kind of looks a bit interesting. You know?
Oh my god, that's so good.
A coach killer with discipline fails common blues. Well, come on blues, sorry. And this is ridiculous. I should have been a red card, mate.
Possible.
Yeah, that's a while ago, yeah.
Oh god.
I should have been a red card. Well, they're gonna review it, Cats are now. So, like, you can only really, like, there's very rare options now, or rare times, that a card is actually given as a red off the, like, straight away decision. They will often go to the TMO first. So, like, that's understandable. This is what they've done for a lot of other red cards.
Yes.
Yes. Katzenau and me haven't been getting along recently.
Why not?
Because I said that the Australian sides are doing well, and Katzenau said, shut your mouth.
That's fair enough.
Now, Harry Plummer goes straight through the gap. Oh, he's flicked it to Suliasi Vunivalu. George like me too. Ayo, says Brandon.
I'm guessing he's talking about the loving hot mums. Brandon
Are you a
also
hot mum, Brandon?
No, I think...
Oh, okay.
So, Brandon is saying that he also, like George, loves hot mums.
Okay, new movies and older music. Oh, and music older movies was good. Says Outlaws. Well, outlaw without the S, only one.
Single outlaw.
Looks like the Blues are going to be lining up 3 points here.
Raiders on the storm.
Someone's going to be stuck in yet all weekend now, isn't it? New music suck.
Yes.
Like they've just said, Harry Plummer hasn't actually kicked anything over yet. I think he's had 3 kicks or 2 kicks. I think what we should do is a challenge for you that tomorrow, when you drive home, which is about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive, you're only allowed to listen to that song on repeat.
Queenie will love that.
Oh, she will, yeah. Oh, she will love. Does she like pancakes?
Yeah. Yes, so. She want pancakes.
No. Well, do I want pancakes? Did you say, or does she want pancakes?
Or do you want pancakes too?
No, I'm alright for now, okay. But maybe tomorrow morning we'll get a few going. Oh, that's hit the crossbar and gone over for Harry Plummer.
Shot.
Stuck like Muppets. Mana.
Yep.
I often don't get references.
Yeah, that's fine.
The wait took so long, it must be written. No, it was just that the TMO, it didn't load for the first 2 minutes or so. How's your best West Coast mate is here now?
Who's your West Coast mate?
You, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not from the West Coast.
Neither am I. So that's why I'm so confused.
Do you know anyone from the West Coast?
If I really searched for it, you know, like if I went down the family tree, maybe there's like someone.
But you don't really know them.
No. But then from the West Coast as opposed to living in the West Coast.
Do you know anyone that lives there?
Same situation. We'd have to go down the family tree.
So is that a knock on if it comes off his knee when he's doing a high ball?
I think that looked like a knock on from Satutu, didn't it? I think that they've realised that as well. So now scrum feed for the Reds.
Pads of Blazers from the West Coast.
He's from the West Coast. West side. As they say.
You can't do that.
Can I?
No, you
can't. I don't look cool saying anything with like sayings.
You're East side.
I'm East. How do you do an S with your fingers? Like that,
That's E. It's East starts with E.
Yeah, but then side. You ever think about the side too?
So you're doing like that.
Yeah, like that kind of.
Very
well, inland, but closer to the west. Hamish, you don't know me not. Hamish, if you don't know me by now, you will never know me. Oh.
Sure, you're supposed to sing that in some way.
I know the song.
Know me by now.
No, it's not like that.
You'll never know me. Oh.
I know that song. I can't think of how it goes now. I've gone from serious munchies kitchen talk to seriously hot mums and post-apocalyptic psychedelic 60s storm music, says John. Well, don't play it too loud.
No, we're not going to get DMCA'd.
Yeah. It's going to be a free kick now to the Blues.
You don't know me by now.
Oh, is that one?
I don't know the words.
The big scrum.
I'm guessing that's the song you mean.
Simply Red, Hamish,
Yeah,
my mate.
Simply Red. Simply Red. Simply Red.
Simply the Reds giving away a penalty to the Blues.
That was a lovely tie-in.
Thank you. Hey, Brandy. Hope you're doing good, bro. At FF Greymouth City, bro. We're not from Greymouth, though.
Love Greymouth.
It
was quite grey.
Oh, I've just realised I think he's referring to himself.
Who?
Tony. Tony's saying that I'm he's the friend, not you.
Yeah, no.
I never got that till now.
He wasn't talking about me. No.
Hamish has denied me, or has denied his love for me for 3 years. I won't give up. Hamish says he has to drive, or Isaac says he has to drive for 3 hours to get home. Where does Isaac live? He currently lives in Chicha. Sounds like you're a Liberian. Right, yellow card will remain as a yellow card here, ladies and gents. So Bryce Eam, after 10 minutes, will make his way back out onto the field, although he's got another 3 minutes remaining here for the second half. Throw number on Sawane Vakina. That is not straight. Says Beds Ablaze and money's too tight to mention. Says Outlaw. Is that another song?
Don't know.
Like by Simply Red? Maybe?
Don't know. I don't know any other Simply Red songs, I don't think. Do you know any blues songs?
I mean, you got quite a few, like, I'm Blue.
I'm Blue.
That one's a classic one. What other songs involve blue? I don't know, really. Blue.
Red.
I know a few songs are called Red.
I see red, I see red, I see red. And I'm blue and I'm So we got anthems for both of them.
Both sides. Currently pretty even throughout that first half. Oh, he's kicked that one into Dutch. And that's going to be half-time now. 13 points to 7 in favour of Les Blues.
I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da da boo dee da boo da da boo dee da boo da boo dee da boo da boo dee.
Oh, people! Oh no, I thought people were walking out, but they're just going to get some hot chips and take a wee wee.
They're going to get the alcohol.
And hot chips. Blue, one love for the mother's pride. I get the feeling this could be a nail biter, says Drink on the Moon. I think so as well. Sorry, Hamish. I'm only gay for Hamish. Oh, sorry, Isaac. I'm only gay for Hamish. Not really, but I'm being trendy, says Tony. And Red Little Corvette from Prince.
True.
Says Outlaw. Isaac, is your dad Abraham? See, I should get... I don't know the reference, but I assume it's a good one.
Is it Abraham Lincoln? Do I look like Abraham Lincoln?
Not really.
I would have thought so.
You got a beard, which I think is about...
That was about it.
Isaac going to play something for us at halftime? No, we haven't got an instrument here, other than a mini harmonica that I think is on the floor now.
I'm not going to use that.
No, so that's probably fair enough. Feel like this game will go to extra time. Lame biblical joke. Says Tony, and give us a halftime show. Says Pads and Blaze. Any good hot chips in Waimate? I'll be honest, not really.
The Rainbow used to have pretty good, when you chuck the chicken salt on there.
Yeah.
They're a bit soggy. But
that's
kind of the character.
They don't really go the same way as they used to. And they're closed on a Sunday.
I was going to say, maybe I should try that tomorrow, but I will not be trying that tomorrow. I think Isaac's father is Abraham in the Bible. It's a biblical joke.
Right. Would you like to get some halftime stats for this contest?
I thought you were going to say halftime snacks.
I'd love a halftime snack. I could cook some chicken nuggets after this. You like chicken nuggets?
Who doesn't?
People not paying Hamish enough. Says Tony Martinez, and Foxton has the best fish and chips. Says Pads Ablaze there.
Let's go through some match stats while we wait for the players to come back on.
I think you're going to have to refresh.
I'll refresh the page. I'm too prepared.
There were no stats there.
7-13 to the Blues.
That one there you go. Cook me some too, please, says Pedza.
So, metres gained 226 for the Reds, 190 for the Blues. So, they're actually been running the ball a bit more, the Reds, than the Blues. I guess the Blues have just been taking advantage of it more. Or something like that. Defenders beaten. Now, the Blues have been beating off. The Blues have been beating off way more defenders than the Reds. 10 defenders beaten off versus the Reds 5.
That's double.
I don't even know what that means.
Is that just beating a defender?
That's just a broken tackle.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. What else you got for us?
Nothing interesting.
Tackle's pretty even by the looks of it. What about the penalty count? That's down a bit further. We have got there Forever in Blue Jeans, Neil Diamond. I know Hamish does not drink coffee or tea. Does Isaac drink coffee or tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't mind them.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Hamish prefers to conjure up fanciful excuses than to admit that Australia Rugby is in a terrible state. The Brumbies just beat the Hurricanes. I only just defend them with some stats, you know. Line break sounds better, says Laurie, although they are slightly different. The line breaks compared to the clean breaks. Beaten off half time, great show.
The Blues have one more yellow card than the Reds.
They do, but the Reds have given away 4 more penalties than the Blues. So you wonder how close are this Red side to finally going to the bin, and if so, what does that do to their chances of being able to get themselves a victory?
Tell you what, there's been barely any time spent in the There's been barely any time spent in the Reds 22. Only 5.1% of the match has been spent in the Reds 22. A lot of the game has actually been in the Blues half. Yeah. So it seems like they're the Reds are taking possession and just not utilising it, really, are they, Hamish?
Oh, they're not doing the best job.
They're not connecting the ball to the turf when they need to.
Like
in the touchline.
The most possession in territory. I think it's 50-50 in terms of the possession, pretty much, but then territory is a little bit in favour of the Reds, actually. Sorry, the Reds have more of it. When last did an Australian team win Super Rugby? Although if you look through at the recent seasons, when last did someone other than the Crusaders win Super Rugby?
It was the Chiefs.
There you go. And what year was that?
2018, I want
2018. Do you know who won it the year before that?
Crusaders.
And then the year before that?
Crusaders.
And then the year before that?
Crusaders.
But at one stage, the Brumbies, I think were... Oh, no, the Brumbies lost it. I think the Reds managed to get it, or the Tars, didn't they?
Didn't the Blues win it?
The Blues won the Super Rugby...
That was the short
one. That was the one where they didn't actually have to play any New Zealand teams. Yeah. Which is the best way of doing it.
Yes.
But Australian-wise...
Do you want me to look up
Go on then, look it up.
Super Rugby. We can do this in this day. Super Rugby.
Isn't it great that we don't have to go to a library to read a book about
it?
Yeah.
Stuff there. Season.
I think the Reds won one with Quaid. Is it just me or does this? They might cut out randomly. Probably. Sometimes. It's probably just because of different settings. So that's not too bad. Right, what we got, Isaac, in terms of recently.
Okay, here we go. Super Rugby Pacific. 2023, Crusaders. 2022, Crusaders. Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, that was your short one. 2021, Blues.
Yeah, it does
Super Rugby Unbroken, which is the South Africa, the Bulls. Let's just skip past all this. Super Rugby AU, crap. Super Rugby Aotearoa, Crusaders. 2020, cancelled due to pandemic. What was that?
Not good.
Okay, here we go. 2019, Crusaders. 2018, Crusaders.
What?
2017, Crusaders.
No way.
2016, Hurricanes.
Oh, yeah.
2015,
I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh.
2015, Highlanders. 2014, the Waratahs.
Waratahs.
There we go. Then back to New Zealand. 2013, the Chiefs. 2012, the Chiefs. 2011, the Reds.
So, what you could say is the Waratahs have actually won it more recently than the Chiefs. Now, yes, we're getting specific with certain sides, but, like, you've still got to make the argument of...
Why do I think the Chiefs won it? Why did I think the Chiefs won it?
Maybe because they made it through to that final and then they got shagged.
I think they were the favourites to win, weren't they? So, what we're saying is Australia hasn't won Super Rugby in 10 years.
Yeah. But it's also, you're still going to make the argument, right? I'm going to ask you, as a person who doesn't really watch a lot of rugby at times, would you prefer that just New Zealand play New Zealand sides all the time, each and every week?
No, I'd rather we beat Australians all the time.
There you go.
Even though we lose to them.
But, like, I feel like taking half of a competition away isn't going to help the competition. Like, yes, Australian domestic rugby may get stronger if they're playing amongst themselves all the time, but I also think that you need to have that nation versus nation competitive nature.
Why do you think they'd get stronger if they were just versing themselves? Do you mean they just look better because they're always winning?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How many finals did they play in all of those games? Look, we didn't have all the stats, but I think there's quite a few because on the technicality, Australian sides had to make it through in some of those years, didn't they?
They had to, yeah.
So I think a few of the times it was the likes of the Brumbies taking on the Crusaders. The Brumbies have been about, I think I saw 10 times finalists in Super Rugby. They've only won 2 titles, but they've been in the final 10 times or something along those lines. So, like, by that stat, that's probably more finals than most sides have, aside from maybe the Crusaders.
They have more wins than that.
Oh, do I want a man chasing me? Hell no, says Tony.
Well,
I mean, I guess for your sake, Tony, it sounds like it would be good motivation to get faster, isn't it? I'd rather have South African clubs come back or add Japan or Argentina, says Laurie, and I know that they are looking at that in the future as different options of who can be added into the competition, but I don't see the South African sides coming back anytime soon because
they're still doing their own thing.
They're in the URC with the Northern Hemisphere sides. We're covering 3 games of that later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, including the first one, which will be between the Bulls and the Ospreys.
So what's Argentina doing? Do they do anything?
They are playing in the Super Rugby Americas competition, which is pretty much just Argentina amongst themselves and a couple other South American places.
That's a shame. Surely they get the USA in there. Canada?
Yeah, they've got the MLR now.
MLR, Major League Rugby. Am I right?
Yep, that's correct.
That's so funny.
Red Wine, Sears Outlaw.
Another red song.
Yeah, red light spelled out. He's just got them all, doesn't he?
I reckon he's Googling it.
I think Taylor Swift had one of her...
album.
Yeah, the album was called Red. Was there a song called Red? Surely you have a song called Red if your album's called Red, don't you? Maybe?
Any T Swift fans in the house?
No.
No?
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't want them out. I just want them to step up. Yeah, but you got to let them, as the cool kids would say, you got to let them cook. You know, you got to let them be in the competition. I think that we've already seen a lot of improvement this year compared to what we saw from the Australians last year. Oh, don't do that too loud. T Swift loves a copyright strike. We have got the Hurricanes have been beaten by the Brumbies, so Australian rugby can't be that bad. And they've already won more games this year than they won last year. What about South African teams like the Pumas, Riquas, and also the Cheetahs joining? I mean, it could be quite cool, although I think that the travel side of things is something that they're trying not to have once again. Like, as much as it would be cool to have those sides, I feel like if that was to happen, they'd have to be based out of somewhere in the Pacific Island region of Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, Fiji, and whatnot. So probably either Australia or New Zealand. But then that becomes a very costly venture, doesn't it? To not have home games. Or you've just got to try and, I guess, expand the competition over a longer period so that you are able to accommodate for games that are taking place in South Africa to then have a rest week rather than going from South Africa straight back to New Zealand. Or they try and do it maybe in spells like we saw similar in the URC. How you have a few games in a row in a certain country, then you go back to yours and then they have the same thing. I ruck Taylor Swift, even though she's an airhead. She She must not be that much of an heir. I mean, she made $1 billion.
Yeah, billion
You
is
know?
quite a bit.
Yeah, that's more than a few dollars, isn't
That's
it?
at least 7,
I'd say so.
maybe even 8.
Add 3 more Fiji and Samoa teams? No. No, I don't think Samoa or Tonga in that regard have enough. Definitely, until Moana Pacifica and Fiji and Draw become competitors and become that kind of top 4 consistently, I don't think you can afford to kind of slash their teams in terms of their depth that they have. And there will be a World Club competition in 2024. There will not. They can announce it as 2027 or 2028 is the first time that they're going to trial it. But it's also going to be during the international window, which means it's probably going to be not as good as people hope it is. And then they'll cancel it because World Rugby. Savas whinging about the travel. Every team and the comp has to travel the exact same routes. Weak, lame excuses to leave the comp. Says Thorfinn. Spelling men's ass isn't me. Says Tony.
That's fair.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, is it?
No, not really.
Seems you were traumatised from rugby, bro, says Laurie. Could imagine the sight reckoned to paddocks at the cows is more refreshing, says Blues Nate. Second half just around the corner. The halftime break is always so long on Australian games. Did you just yawn, mate? Yeah. Are you not having fun? Are you not entertained? Are you not thrilled?
Are you not entertained?
Oh, that looks good. Crispy.
Yummy chicken.
Crispy.
Zinger family.
Get in before it's gone, they said. I wouldn't mind them bringing back the Colonel Stacker.
They've got it back.
Do they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When?
I swear it's...
When did that happen?
What one's the Colonel Stacker?
The Colonel Stacker is the one that's not the Zinger Stacker. So the Zinger Stacker is the kind of hotter fillets.
So you're a bitch.
I guess so.
Wait, is the Colonel Stacker 2 patties?
Yeah, two fillets.
Breasts. Yeah, 2 breasts, yeah.
And it's not the spicy one.
Zinger Stacker.
That's quite spicy, isn't it? How much of a difference is there between Australian rugby and Argentine rugby? Says Getson out. In what regard are you talking? You're talking international? You're talking club level?
It's quite a bit because they actually play... Well, some of them are from Australia and some of them from Argentina.
So different accents. Probably the biggest thing to note.
Yes.
So tell me, Hamish, why is it not a Six Nations Rugby Championship, Fiji and Japan included? Well, they're going to be trialling once again another competition, which involves the 6 sides from the Six Nations, the 4 sides from the Rugby Championship, and then 2 other invitational sides, which could actually end up being Japan and Fiji, and then we will see how they match up with the opposition.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so New Zealand,
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah.
South Africa,
Yeah.
Argentina,
Yeah.
Japan,
Yeah.
Fiji.
Yeah. And then the Six Nations sides. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
So the Northern Hemisphere ones.
Yeah. So they're going to have a combined competition how it's you play
Your 6
mixed.
and the other 6.
And then, no, I think it's going to be you actually play the opposition competition a little bit,
so
like a mix and match type thing.
Yeah. And then it's the Pacific ones or the Europe ones.
A little bit, kind of.
That sounds way too confusing.
And we have got there, do you guys have Taco Bell? I've never had Taco Bell.
We do have Taco Bell though.
Do you have Taco Bell often?
No. I've had it twice, maybe 3 times.
Is it good?
No. It's very disappointing.
There you go.
Their chips are really nice. It's got really nice seasoning.
Oh.
It's a nice, a zesty, spicy. Yeah.
Right.
You'd like it. Actually, no, you wouldn't. You don't
like plain chips.
You don't like flavour.
No. Mel B is saucy. Oh, sorry, saucy. Says Tony, but that's going to be the penalty early on for the Reds. Second half just getting back underway, ladies and gents. So another 20 seconds remaining in the yellow card of Bryce Heem before he can return back out onto the park. It's quite warm still. International. Well, there's a few differences in terms of the way that they can bring players in, but people have been praising Argentina for the way that they've been playing recently. And Australia got set up by a coach that never really wanted to help them improve, but more so had an ultimatum of another side that they were going to go and coach afterwards. Joe Schmidt seems like he's got his head at least halfway in the door, whereas Eddie Jones had about 4 steps out of the door before that World Cup got underway. Sounds like the new rugby venture be like the UEFA Champions League type format. Why is halftime taking so long? Because it's an Australian game. They always add an extra 5 minutes so that they can talk more and add more ads.
Lovely.
Now, 2.5 minutes into the second half. Here comes Hunter Paisami looping around Kalani. Thomas going to the left-hand side. Here comes Tom Liner almost through. Still playing with a man disadvantage at the moment. The Blues. That's going to be knocked on by Hunter Paisami. And the Blues get the ball for the scrum. About time break too long, says Spider-Mick.
Blues done well.
Blues done good.
Blues do good.
What did you have for dinner? I had some fish and chips.
Where was it from?
Local only option, really, isn't it?
The neighbours.
The neighbours, yeah.
The neighbours, yeah.
It was average.
Oh,
It's a shame.
Did
It's
you
gone
actually
downhill.
you actually got fish and chips?
I did get fish and chips.
Did you get a hot dog?
No. I do like a hot dog, though.
Hot dog is lovely.
I should adopt an East and West America approach to the international competition, so North versus South in different conferences. The one is playing the final. Says Katzenell. Well, someone actually put in a really good idea to me not too long ago, and I actually liked it quite a bit. And it was the 4 sides in Super Rugby that get knocked out in the quarterfinals face the 4 sides in the URC that get knocked out in the quarterfinals.
And they're the best of the losers or something?
Yeah, like just to have like a bit of a cross-competition, you know? Fish and chips is always a classic. It is. How are the kebabs? We don't have kebabs here. But I went down to Dunner's not too long ago, and I had an alright. You know, it was meat on chips though, not a kebab.
Oh, yeah. Meat on chips.
It was
right.
lukewarm.
Oh. Do you remember the Turkish place that used to be here?
That was good.
They were very good.
Yeah.
Those kebabs, they were weighty. Like it was a lot of food.
Have you heard about what's happening at that place now?
No.
I'll tell you about it after a bit of controversy.
It's a meth lab.
Not quite, but similar.
Okay.
Now Kalani Thomas. Back into the pocket goes to Tom Liner. It's gone high. We're in New Zealand's Are You In? Says Kristen, so we are in the South Island, halfway up. In the smack bang middle.
Woo.
How about kangaroo rump, crocodile tail fillet, and emu fan fillet and steaks? I just prefer beef.
Yeah, beef's good.
Chicken. You know, the basics really nicely taken by Cole Forbes, but AJ Lamb, bit of obstruction on Suliasi Vuniavalu. That right?
Yep. It's the heat.
It makes you warm, and the lights. The lights actually normally...
The heat does make you warm.
Did I just say that it makes you warm?
Yeah.
I don't mean to, mate. That was a slip of the tongue. 45 minutes through, though. Outlaw, I love Nancy. Okay.
I do love Nancy.
Do you know a Nancy?
No. Do you know?
Nah. Not really. Other than Nancy Drew.
Who's that?
She did crimes. Well, no, she didn't do crimes. She likes crime solves or something. I don't know. She's
solves.
like from a book or
I
something.
mean, a detective.
More on the outside.
She crime solves.
Yeah, detective's probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah, I would have thought.
Yeah, much better. Tom Liner, 10 metres out from the line. The Reds are back in this again.
Well, I don't think they ever weren't.
Gotta think about it again, even though I'm sure that we shouldn't bring it up too much. But if they had scored that first try, would they currently be 14 points to 13 up? Where I live in Auckland, Pizza Hut is much better than Domino's. Pizza Hut, actually, I think, is making a really good claim to be the better of the two franchises.
I used to be Pizza Hut all the way and not Domino's. And then, obviously, Domino's has just been better recently. But I haven't tried Pizza Hut in a while.
I think that you'd go back to the dark side.
I'm getting hungry now.
You know what I get from Pizza Hut? It's bloody beautiful. You know?
It's a meat lovery thing, isn't it?
No, not too much meat. Used to get a lot more meat than I get now. You know, that's because I don't leave the house.
What do you get?
I get cheese pizza, right? And I add chicken.
This is cheese and chicken.
That's all you need. On a pizza,
Sauce?
That's all you... Yeah, of course. Like the sauce on the base and then sometimes a barbecue swirl.
I meant like a barbecue.
Yeah. Not always. It depends on the day.
Of course, you can have the tomato base sauce.
It counts as sauce, doesn't
Cheese
it?
and chicken.
It's beautiful.
Cheese and chicken.
Getting close to your pity, Revi. Dragged down 5 metres out. Now skip past out wide. Fluke puts it on the end. Oh, he stopped him.
Fluke didn't.
That is a brilliant bit of work on Tim Ryan. Now, Taufa Funaki, he's been done for offside. He's a bit unlucky there. Where is Fluke? There's Fluke. You see him?
Yeah, he's going to fluke it.
I don't think they're going to give him the ball. They didn't need to. The try for Sulias Ivunivalu. He's placed the ball on the line.
God.
I'm going to have a triple decker pizza for lunch. How do you get a triple decker pizza?
For lunch?
Why
do you have lunch at 10?
No, it's in South Africa, you see. So
Oh.
I like how lunch was the most concerning part, not the fact that there's 3 decks on this pizza.
Yeah, so that's just a burger at that stage.
You're just stacking pizzas, I assume. Domino's are bad, always have been. How's Pizza and Sal's in Auckland, says Thorfinn.
You had Sal's?
Maybe. Can't remember. I've been loyal to Pizza Hut because they treat me right. You know? The onion rings. Oh. Do you like onion rings?
I do love an onion ring.
What about an onion ring do you enjoy? Is it the crispiness or is it the actual onion?
No one's eating an onion ring for the onion.
But do you like the mushy onion or like an actual onion ring?
Well, I want the onion little bit mushy because too much onion, then it just pulls out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Of onion.
The kick has missed. Score's going to be 13 points to 12. You should get Pizza Hut on your way home tomorrow. I'll even pay for it if it means because it's good, I'll get you back on the Pizza Hut.
What? So should I just get cheese and chicken?
You could do.
I don't think I will.
Onion rings. Get some onion rings. Yes, ours is authentic, massive size, says Laurie. It's going to be slapped back by Mark Delia. Onion rings with fish and chips is a hell of a combo, says Katsanel. That is something we can agree on, Katsanel. Off to the left-hand side. I once tried to put onion rings on my pizza. That didn't work. Got soggy. Like real soggy. Bryce see him moving forward. Tafafuna, he didn't think it was going to him, did he?
That was silly.
Was a bit. Now the Reds counter-attacking chance once again here. Hunter Paisami chipping behind. The ball sits up for him. Beautiful pass. And now Tim Ryan. Look at the acceleration from him. And he scores a try.
Takes that 5 minutes and it's turned around completely. That kid in the grandstand was almost crying.
That guy's telling all the fans all about it. Meatloaf, says Spider-Mick. That's a mean deal. So yeah, the one-ups the kicks.
Do you like Meatloaf, as in the food and the singer?
I liked Meatloaf. Like the singer. R.I.P. Meatloaf depends on the meatloaf, Because some meatloafs are very different.
So you mean a good meatloaf is a good meatloaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, meatloaf.
So don't New Zealand have any what does a triple decker pizza mean though?
I'm going to Google it.
Does that mean that there's 3 layers of stuff? Or does that mean maybe just a lot of toppings? Like 3 layers of cheese, for instance? No, we do not have that.
What the hell is that?
We don't do that.
This is a South African thing because the first place I went on to, Debonaire's Pizza, $90 for a pizza. $169 for 2 pizzas.
How big are those pizzas?
They're pretty big.
Wait, that might be rand actually, not dollars.
Oh yeah.
So that's like $16, I think.
So it must be a Debonaire's thing. Large triple-decker pizza. It's got cheese on top too.
See, we can do that. We just have to stack 3 pizzas that we buy. But I like the thick crust pizza though, so that makes it difficult to stack it, I would think. Great try for the Reds.
Listen to this, by the way. Whether you're rummaging through boxes of your childhood toy collection or unboxing your latest online shopping haul, make the last box you open the most amazing with the large triple-decker box pizza special. So I read that as you're going to die, make this the last box you ever open.
Oh.
I don't think that's what it means.
I don't think that is what they mean. I think they mean just really enjoy opening the box. You know, don't worry about the pizza. Just enjoy the box side of things.
I'm going to order one now.
You are from South Africa?
Debonair's Pizza.
New Zealand only have a double-decker bus. This is Spider-Man. Triple-decker heart attack, but sounds good, says Laurie. Yeah, I mean, it would certainly give you a bit of oomph going, you know. You'd
put some meat on your bones.
You'd end up in a coma after it, I would think, if you tried to eat the whole thing. Because that's the equivalent of just eating 3 pizzas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, as much as they call it a triple-decker.
They were thin, though. They were thin crust.
Yeah. Still, that's still 3 pizzas, you know? I love a thick pan base.
You're a pan base. But thin pizza's nice sometimes. I feel like, you don't like flash pizzas. You just like cheese and chicken. But like on like a chicken supreme or something like that with a thin crust. Ooh.
Something that does annoy me about pizza is they do actually do a different pizza base for their thin crust than the pan base. It's like more of a panini type texture.
It's supposed to be though. It's supposed to be kind of crispy. No.
Oh, not supporting body weight is the penalty advantage now in favour of the Blues. Looking to the short side, where's Dalton?
I don't know.
Dalton Pavali's going to score it. The ref is missing a lot of offsides from the Reds. There's been quite a few that have been generously given away, you know. Currently 53 minutes through, 27 minutes remaining. We get into the business end of this matchup as the heat intensifies at the game and in this room because it's very warm. I like wing streak from Pizza Hut. I haven't actually tried many of the wings from Pizza Hut.
I have not either.
I don't know why, but for some reason the idea of getting wings from pizza places gives me a bit of an uneasiness.
I like pizza from pizza places. I'll just leave it there.
Chicago deep dish is the way to go. 3 layers, Hamish, and yes, Isaac, I'm getting my pizzas from Debonair's.
Debonair's, there you go.
There you go.
Place to go. They look like they did have good pizzas though.
Pictures look good. Wood fired pizzas are the best. Says Laurie, and also this game is more exciting than the last, says Novma. Well, it didn't take much. It was more exciting after the first 10 minutes, wasn't it? Unfortunately, from that last one, I haven't heard Rico Ioane in a while. To be honest, the Blues haven't really had like a huge amount of free-flowing attack, have they, throughout this half? It's been more so the Reds charging, and then if the Blues get a penalty of some sort or just kick it downfield, then they get the possession. We're seeing them now 5 metres out from the line after that penalty was won. Looking for the rolling maul. Papali's got it in his grasp. Looks like he's going to leave it out the back door for Josh Fusitua. Some names are just fun to say aggressively. Tawafunaki being told to use it off to Caleb Clark now. Trying to go over the top of Suliasi Vunivalu. Also trying to milk that penalty. And Tawafunaki has done very well in that department. So 2-2 driven back 5 metres. Segner with the short pass up to Sam Derry. I want to see Dalton score the try. Just because I predicted it. And I feel like if he doesn't, I'm going to be sad.
You will be.
There he is. You see him? He's just joining too many breakdowns, though.
What number is he?
He's number 7. He's right there.
Oh, big
fun. They're going to give it off to Satutu. He's turned to his back. He's not going to get it down, so they go back for the original penalty. Good work, Hamish. Says Trio. Welcome in. Once again, mate, great to see you. Look, I might push Rico out of the All Blacks this year. Says Laurie.
Question.
Go on. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. How would you eat a 3-layer pizza? Because the middle layer would have ingredients, saucy stuff on both sides. You need a side of the pizza that doesn't have anything on it to hold it. Unless it would just be a mess. Unless you eat the triple layer pizza 3 slices at a time. Or do you dissect it?
What are you on about?
Triple layer pizza.
Wouldn't you eat it like a normal pizza? Because with a normal pizza you still have the same...
Nah, but do you dissect the triple layer pizza? Like you take one of the pieces off and then eat that as a pizza?
Ah, I see
or
what you're saying.
Or do you have all 3 slices at once?
I think you'd have all 3 at once. I feel like that's supposed to be the intrigue of it.
I don't like that because then there's no open section of nice flavours. Like it's all just bread on top and bread at the bottom, and it's all flavour on the inside.
It's a good way of charging you for 3 pizzas. Is the gist of it. It's a good way to get you to buy 3 in one.
I don't know about this.
Advantage now in favour of the Blues. Tafafunaki, short ball to Rico Ioane, just short of the try line. Held up again. It's gone over the line, then come back. So it is now going to be another penalty going the way. Hit it all. So here's Panther Blaze. Mark Tully wants to take the quick tap. But is he going to?
I don't think he will.
It's probably very thin. Says gets it out. Yeah, it looked like pretty thin, like pizzas, but I think reasonable price. Like 169 Rand, I think is $16.90 New Zealand for a triple layer pizza. Probably not terrible.
That's pretty good.
It's like, yeah, that's decent. It actually costs you more money to get a thin crust pizza at Pizza Hut than it does to get a pan base, which I don't understand. Like it's an extra $1, I think, to get the thinner pizza.
Some people would pay that.
Well, they're idiots because.
Well, I like a thin pizza.
Yeah, but I would like to think that because I'm using less dough, I should be paying less dough. You know,
it's a more premium experience, though.
But it's not even the same base.
Yeah, it's better.
And up to the right hand side, Talavunaki in behind. Out to Talia. Chance. He's gonna. Yeah. It's very close. Right, Satutu give it off to Papali. There he goes. No, they stopped him. I got excited. I thought he was going to finally do it. I've never been so invested in a player scoring a try with a prediction. Oh, they got over. It's not Papali. It's a try to the Blues, though. Someone else. It looks like it's going to be Is it Patrick Tuipulotu again? All right, they're going to be checking this one again. So tell me, Ash, what is your favourite pizza topping? Cheese.
That's a standard topping. That's like always on the pizza, so you can't say that.
Not always.
What kind of pizza wouldn't have cheese?
Cheeseless one. I'd say chicken though. If I had to. Chicken. I like chicken.
What kind of chicken?
Chicken. Like just plain chicken.
Plain chicken. Not
plain
like
chicken.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's alright.
Do you like plain chicken?
Yeah, it's alright, but it would need other stuff with it. My favourite topping is pepperoni. I do like a pepperoni. It's nice.
Good. What about an Italian sausage?
I'm so hungry.
Because Italian sausage is different to pepperoni, isn't it?
It is. But pepperoni's king.
Damn, this game coming down to the wire, says Laurie.
Pineapple is a sublime topping. Oh my god.
Hawaiian and garlic, says Outlaw.
No.
Pizza Hut's barbecue beef and onion extra sauces, says Laurie there. Pepperoni is the bomb. Bacon and mushroom, says Spider Mac. Damn, tell you what, you've started an interaction here. You've done well.
Bacon and mushroom, that is yum.
I like the bacon, not like the bacon from Pizza Hut though, because that's just literally like the ham, yeah.
Pineapple.
No comment, because I know that gets controversial.
No, make a comment. Go on, make a comment.
All right, it's kick gone over.
Yeah,
wow.
but make a comment.
Kick's now the lead.
What do you think about pineapple on pizza?
I think it adds a bit of salt to a pizza.
Bit of salt. You're more thinking of the texture.
But, you know, it's a bit juicy sometimes. I'm not much of a juice on a pizza, but I'd probably still eat it.
You'd still eat it. What would you order a Hawaiian?
I don't. I order cheese and chicken. And I stick with it.
Okay.
Everyone's got the munchies now, says Marta. Yeah, everyone, after the stream, please be sure to have a snack of some sort. I'm going to cook some chicken nuggets, I think. Seems like a good idea. And Come on the Blues, says Dextro. I've got a garlic bread in the fridge from Pizza Hut.
Crazy.
But I think that's from about Thursday. What's this Thursday? That ain't too bad. That's only 2 days.
It is 2 days. You had Pizza Hut 2 days ago.
Did I?
You lucky bugger.
Or was it Wednesday that I had it? Yeah, I had it Wednesday. That's a nice... Why could I pass Reds again in the corner? The youngster. Young Tim Ryan, who looks like he's only just out of high school, has got himself a double.
He's loving it.
Ba-da-da-da-da. 24 points to 20 at the moment for the Reds, yeah. Reheats. There's one up my kicks, yeah. Pizza Hut next day in the oven, 150 degrees for about 10 minutes. Beautiful.
Sounds like this is your thing. Cold pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad with chicken and cheese.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
You're just going to make sure it's not stuck to the box.
It's like a whole different kind of meal. Cold pizza.
Yeah.
It's good though.
I'm preparing corned beef pie now. Sounds like a good game here. Just finishes it in the corner. Hamish is the other guy. Good work, says Trio. This is Isaac. He's one of the other Kiwi lads. One of the OGs, as the cool kids say.
Who are these cool kids you speak of?
I don't really speak to many kids.
Not us. Not us.
Surprising to see the Reds stay up with the Blues. And an air fryer is even better. This is a good game. Says one up my kicks. See, that's the thing. So many Blues supporters, right? Not calling anyone out. All I'm going to say is after the Hurricanes lost to the Brumbies, whole heap of Blues supporters said, haha, top of the table, here we come. But they needed 5 points from this game for that to be a reality. And at the moment, they're struggling to look like they're going to get the 4 points for winning if they keep on conceding the silly penalties and keep on conceding the silly tries.
Silly boys.
The Blues are terrible at receiving the ball from kickoffs. Says Drink on the Moon. And surprising to see the Reds stay up with the Blues. And there as well, but now kicked off. The kick was missed though, so the benefit that they have here, 24 points to 20, still in favour of the Reds. They are just outside of their 22. Papa Lee's been disappointing this game. Just get a try already, you know what I'm saying?
Try, mate. Will your dad kill us if we open the window?
Why?
Because we've got the fire on.
No, but why would he kill us? For having the window open at night? How old are you?
This isn't my house.
You're 25, I'm 24. Surely we can open a window. I don't think we're allowed to. That looks like a player's lying down. And he was.
That's nice.
Great game, like back and forth. The referee should be suspended after this game. Says Katzer now. Oh, that's chilly, isn't it? I can feel that on my feet instantly.
You think I open it too much?
What's your guy's beer of choice? Chicken and cheese. No, I'm sorry, Mana Black. That was a poor excuse of a joke.
Chicken and cheese is your favourite beer.
I was making a joke. I was going to say that I just have pizza instead. Well, ain't this a treat? Isaac, mate, how are you?
I'm good, Sebastian. How are you? Long time no, not really seeing you, but seeing your name come up in a chat.
Papa Lee in the corner. That's what I thought. That's why I predicted him to score a try. You know your cooking time for making your own pizza, 10 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius. Says Mono the Grand Town going to the short side. Another step. Brilliant. Feet there. Look at him go. Who is this man? He's going to score another try.
That was really good. Holy crap.
He's just cut the Blues open.
That was like 4 defenders. I swear that was like 4 defenders he got through.
Tim Ryan, right? Going into this game, first try, you'd argue...
Look at him. Loves it.
Yeah, first try, you'd argue he just had to run it in.
Yeah.
Second try, you'd argue, was a little bit more challenging, but he still only had to really run it in. This one steps through 2 defenders, leapfrogs, another step, and then steps the fullback as well. Great acceleration. And he's gone from looking like he's had 2 good tries, right? I'm not trying to discount what he's done, but this third try is the type of one that will make him into a starter and a star.
Yeah. And
that is sensational work there from the youngster Tim Ryan.
Is he new this season, or?
I believe so. I think he's only like 21. Old Tim Ryan. Well, I shouldn't say old Tim Ryan. Young Tim Ryan.
He's younger than you, mate.
He's younger than a lot of people, which is, I guess, factually correct. Tim Ryan. That's not him.
That's him, isn't it?
Rugby. He's Irish. No, he's not.
That's not him.
That's the old fella. 2003.
2003.
How old does that make him? That makes, about 21.
21.
Oh, he's born in the October of 2023. So he's only a pup in the scheme of Super Rugby.
Hamish, I want to just take you back to prior to this game.
Okay.
My prediction was that the Blues would score the first try, but the Reds would, pull it back together, and then the Blues would eventually win. So it's going to be Blues first, Reds dominant, but then Blues would bring it back at the end. We're seeing the exact opposite.
Yeah. Well, you said the Reds would score first, didn't you?
Oh.
Yeah.
And then the Blues scored first.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So,
It's
Blues scored first. They had quite, I think, not dominant of a first half, but they definitely showing...
They did well.
They did pretty well.
Yeah.
And we're just seeing a complete upset now.
It looked like a knock-on from Sam Knock. Perfect name for it.
That's unfortunate.
It is Josh Fusitua. Attacking down. Going off to the left-hand side for the Blues. This is where they have to try and get something going with Caleb Clark out on the wing. So Tutu's also been pretty quiet, but I think that it's been that loose forward trio, like I mentioned for the Blues, that haven't really upped their tempo enough in this game.
Haven't seen much of them.
No. And normally that's all you see. Like, Tutu's the leading try scorer. 8 tries throughout the competition. Try the inside ball to Rico Ioane from AJ Lamb. Doesn't work out. Cleaned up by Mark Talia, who tackles his teammate in the process. And now gets driven backwards. Looking for the turnover. They weren't able to get it. Is Kalani playing in the reserves for the Reds? No, he's in the starting lineup, Kalani Thomas. Due to the suspension, I think it was, of Tate McDermott. I read to the Brumbies bounce back this week. Wow. Australian teams taking the slander personal. Yeah, well, I will ask the question, Cats, now. If they win this game, if they beat the 2 top teams in the competition, does it give you just a little bit more respect for the Australian sides for what they're doing this year compared to the last? Because they've already won more games than they won throughout the whole of the last year's competition.
Really?
Yeah. And if they win this, I believe they match how many they won the year prior to that. And there's still like 5 rounds to go and playoffs. So there's a bit to do.
They're doing well.
Blue Super says trio there. And well, Chiefs win, so I'm happy. Says Novmum. Taken down again. 12 minutes remaining. Another knock-on advantage. Penny Revai trying to spin out of that challenge. I do love some chicken nuggets, I do. I got a weather update at Cape Town. Just started a thunder here in Cape Town. Says Morne Lagrange. Of course, there's going to be a game later on between the Stormers and Leinster taking place at Cape Town Stadium. Also, Bulls going to be playing at Loftus, Lions playing at Emirates Airline Park. Beautiful inside ball there from Cole Forbes. Gives it away to Mark Delia. Links up on his outside with AJ Lamb. Needs to skip pass on the inside. Tusa 2-2, and that will be another try there for the Blues. There he is. He's just been waiting patiently for his chance. But the Blues get back into the match now. And this one's not over yet.
Did I call it too soon?
Maybe.
He looks a bit tired.
He does, Matt Faisler. He should almost be off the field. He's been on there for a very long time. Cole Forbes takes the quick tap and just a great offload to Mark Delia. It would. This will translate to the national, but will this translate to the national team? That's the thing. No one knows. And we've also got to remember they've got a new head coach. And no side with a new head coach has ever really performed right from the get-go. There's always a bit of an adjustment period. You look at it for, even the example of some of the best coaches around the world, it takes just a little bit of time. Razor will experience the same thing for the All Blacks. Normally you have a bit of a rough patch before you find the beauty of the form. That's going to be kicking it over from Harry Plummer. Score 27 points to 31. Will rain in Cape Town tonight. Match will be close affair, says Morne Lagrange. I read that extremely poorly for what was actually a constructed sentence, didn't I?
With rain in Cape Town tonight, match will be a close affair.
Yeah, and I went, And he says outline, get in there, Blues, super. Says trio, looks like it's the end of the day. One of the Reds backs, that might have been actually Josh Fluke. And it takes a heap of adjustment after the pillock like Eddie Jones. Says Sebastian, yeah, he really screwed them over, didn't he? He put them in, got them their worst ever World Cup result, and then signed for Japan.
Fair enough.
And said, bye-bye, see you later.
That's how you do it.
Now, Jock Campbell trying to find his way through. The Reds need another try here. And I don't even know if that will be enough with the way that this game's gone back and forth like a seesaw. But that goes up and down. What goes back and forth? Maybe we don't answer that.
Good one, Hamish.
Thank you. What does, though?
No. No.
I'm just trying to think of what would go back and forth that's not the thing that...
Tennis.
Tennis does go back and forth like a game of tennis, eh?
Yeah.
That's
Look
the
at
new
that.
saying.
That's good, isn't it?
That's better. A car. Well, I guess it does go back and forth. It can reverse and it can accelerate.
It does, but you'd be staying in the same place if you keep doing that.
Imagine if a car was like a trolley and you could drive it fully sideways. You know when those trolleys have all four wheels that
drifting.
I guess. Fair point.
Yeah.
A foot.
That's all I had to say about that.
Ball's bounced out the door. Well, it's not out the door, but it's out the side. And that looked close to a knock on as well from Zandnock, the referee. Lenient, allowing it to continue. Pendulum. It's a good call too, actually. And now that's going to be dropped by Harry Plummer. They've said it's gone backwards. Tell you what, they're digging themselves a hole. Yeah, the Blues until Leah drops it 5 metres out from the line. He's playing the ball on the ground. That is a bad bit of work from Mark Leah. In terms of that, could have probably been cynical enough to send him to the bin.
Real.
If the ref had looked at that situation.
if the ref had looked.
Yeah, well, he let it slide, but Talia was grabbing that ball while he was on the ground, which puts him in an offside position, but now only a couple metres out from the line now for the Reds. And up and down the fretboard. There's John.
Excellent. I like the pendulum. I feel like that's very, metaphorical.
Now back across. Hunter Paisami. Good shot on him by Lachlan McWennell. McWennell.
Wennell.
Yeah, Wennell. You know, like flannel?
But Wennell.
But Wennell. Yeah. Being told to use it now. Around the side of the breakdown again for the Reds. Closing in closer. Harry Wilson. Great driving tackle from Lachlan.
Yep.
McWennell.
Were you waiting for me?
Yeah, I was actually. Oh, they're getting the last warning now. The Blues. Any more of that and you're off. You're on a... Oh, hang on. Okay, if someone goes offside again, someone will go to the bin. The comment there from James Dolman with 7 minutes remaining in this contest. Do you think we should close the window?
You're getting cold.
No, not so much. I'm just thinking for the future, you know. We don't want to, as I'm sure your mother has said before, we don't want to let all the heat out. Your mum ever say that? My mum says that to me.
Nah, because I don't let the heat out, mate.
You keep the heat in. Bring the heat.
I feel like I'm a more comfortable temperature now.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's probably around that 14 degrees, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit cooler, 12.
20.
20? You still say 20?
You're cold.
No, I'm not cold. I'm
hot still.
I feel like it's still like, you know, it's a bit warmer. The kick out in front here. Reds taking on the 3, which will give them a 7-point lead. Now, if they go to Golden Point, that would of course be if both of these sides are on the same amount of points at the end of the 80 minutes. But this is now when it comes to the grit and grind stage. People have talked about it all throughout the seasons. They want to see the Blues when they're behind. And they want to see them fight back and show why they should be the winners of the competition. Can they do it here with only 6.5 minutes to go and down by 7?
It's not something we've seen much as the Blues from behind, is it? Coming from behind, it's really difficult at these later stages of the match. Let's see if they crack under that pressure.
Good. I enjoy your commentary because it sounds like, you know, like it gives you the throwback to the old school rugby games when they have the commentators, you know how they just say a line?
Yeah.
And then they're like, afterwards,
It's just
and it just goes quiet.
No comment.
Has Isaac come up with a suggestion for the 50k special? No, not yet. We haven't even asked him.
You haven't asked me.
Probably should after this.
You can ask me right now.
Or after this. 6 minutes remaining.
There's nothing important.
Harry Plummer. Bulldogs gets a doo-doo, flicks it out the back door to Caleb Clark, who's now down by 7, but here come the Blues again. Clark getting tackled. This is where last-ditch defence is so important as well. We saw that the Blues had the last advantage or the last offside warning down the other end of the field. There's a new offside advantage now against the Reds. Could they be the team that get themselves sent to the bin? Plummer goes across to Rico Ioane, trying to step through, but Wilson gets him low. Now to Leah, trying to pierce his way through. This is all using up time on the clock. Here comes Kurt Eklund, and he scores the try again. It's going to be an easy kick. 34-34 is where we're going to be sitting.
The Reds just mouthed something very
Expletive?
Explicit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what he said.
What did it start with?
F.
Huh.
And then ended with arc.
Come on, Blues. Like a great horse and a gay, they can come from behind. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't realise that was where we were going with it. I thought it was a spelling error, so I kept reading to find out the context. But
That's what he meant.
No, that's what he meant. This has to be a game of the round. I think this is, if this keeps on going back and forth, like a game of tennis, this has potential
Like a
being
pendulum.
the match of the season.
Righto.
It's going to be top
high,
five.
High scoring.
Top
Pretty
five.
close.
Imagine the first game wait. Sorry for cutting out halfway through.
Right.
The last time we had you on a stream, or one of the last few times, a game went to golden point, didn't it?
Yeah. Did it?
I think so.
I think I've seen that.
This game's getting close to a golden point one too.
Okay.
So there's a chance. Sorry,
Will
guys.
it go to golden point, though, or do they just call it a draw?
It goes to golden point. If no one scores during golden point, then they go to a draw.
Oh, okay.
But ideally, they
How
will
long's
get a
golden
winner.
Point?
About 5 to 10 minutes. Here comes Satutu. Man, that's a lot of space. Chance on the inside. He's barnstorming. Down the wing, gets the offload away to Sam Knock, whose head's in touch.
Damn.
Just a little bit. Drop goal. Says John, both of these sides now with 3.5 minutes remaining. It pretty much comes down to who wants it that little bit more and who can take that opportunity when it arises. Satutu's pretty much blown his back out. Flying down the wing.
You're falling down.
Big old run from him. Damn the sideline, says Joke the Woke. Just the head of Sam Knock goes
Just the
out.
head.
Just the tip.
No.
Just
the head.
Just the head. And to be thrown in. This young man's got a lot of pressure. No longer Matt Faisler with the lineouts. It's going to be nicely claimed by the Reds, who are just outside of their 22 now with Harry Wilson. Turnover here for the Blues would be massive if they can get that penalty, but it looks like instead the Reds want to kick this one downfield and play it outside of their own territory. Imagine if there was no sidelines, and that would be a very wide game of rugby. I don't know how you play that in a stadium.
They start running up into the greens.
Yeah, just going straight up. And drop goals could decide this match. It could do, or a penalty. Ill discipline. Both of these sides haven't had great discipline throughout this match. Now's the chance to really show that they can keep it disciplined for the last 2.5 minutes left now. Tui Palotu tackled. Now Sam Knock back across to Harry Plummer. Dalton Papali'i. It's going to be so important that no one drops the ball here. Rico, that's high. That was round the neck, I thought.
Close.
From the youngster Tim Ryan. Was that worthy of an advantage?
Nah.
Okay.
He's fine.
He's fine. He scored 3 tries, so we've got to be nice to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Lachlan McWannell. That was close to the turnover by Harry Wilson, and the turnover is good for the Reds. Yeah. See, now I feel like it's controversial because I think it was a high tackle.
Oh.
And I think now that they've let that one slide, there could be a bit of trouble in this one. And the Blues finish it off. 2 minutes remaining, and Caleb Clark boots that one into touch. That's a fantastic kick from that situation, and the Reds will now wait for their line-out. Either team just need a penalty goal. Drop goal could decide this match, and come on Blues, shut it down, no golden point. Lou's going to try again, or the Blues, I think that is, and drop goal says John, and great game by Wires and Saders. Game was the best, and George was the golden point. Was George the one who came for the golden point?
Told ya.
My apologies. Seb's got a great memory.
Seb.
Good old Seb. Probably even, that would be pushing it maybe, but do you remember what stream it was, Seb? Out of curiosity. Overthrown from the Reds. And Kurt Eklund and the Blues now have possession. Knock goes across to Josh Fusitua. And push comes to shove. This is when we see great sides step up. Can the Blues be one of those sides? Ball's still there for them. That's Adrian Choate now hitting the ball up. It was the Blue Balls. It would be a rare card, says Outlaw, though their one was pretty bad with Johan Huysen. Now Sam Knock again, up to 79.5 minutes. That ball's been knocked on by the Blues, and the penalty for the Reds for playing the ball on the ground. Crusaders versus Hurricanes, I think, says Seb there. And refs missing head highs, like they did with the Chiefs, says one up McKicks. Player leaving feet penalty there. Reds will be able to kick this one towards the touchline. Now, what do you do here if you're the Reds? Do you accept the draw and go to golden point from here since you're inside of your own territory, or do you have one last crack? You have one last crack, don't you? Might as well.
Accept the draw.
Well, accept the chance of going to golden point, saying, yep, we'll take golden point on rather than taking the risk. Although we've got to remember, the Reds went to golden point before versus the Hurricanes. They lost in golden point. That's because they made a crucial error of saying that they wanted to receive the ball rather than kicking it off. What again says Mana Black. Now this one's going to be thrown in by the Reds. Nicely claimed on the halfway line. Here comes a flat run from Harry Wilson, bumping into Caleb Clark, 50 metres out from the line. The Blues are one penalty away from getting themselves sent to the bin. Looking for the rolling maul though. That was a massive error from the Reds. They're going to hold this one up. Now they have to release it. The ball's available for the Reds. Have you got commentary at the moment in your ears, by the way?
No.
Neither.
We don't need it.
I don't know if they actually have it on the game at the moment, but we just have it set to the wrong, frequency. But it's quite nice in a way.
It's quite nice because it feels like we're actually... Well, I'm not commentating because I don't know what's going on. But
that's an awkward one. Probably just may have broken his ankle.
Oh.
That's not good. Adrian Joe now ball on the outside. Here comes Caleb Clark. Oh, they're going to score it.
And here comes Caleb Clark. Oh, my God.
Sam Knox scores it for the Blues. They take the win. They do not get the bonus points, so the Hurricanes still in first. I don't know what that voice was. I think I ran out of voice. I kind of ran out of air and just kind of said who it was. And Caleb Clark and Rico come alive in the second half. Well, Caleb Clark certainly has. Oh, yes, joke the woke, but the Blues will seal it in the final moment of the contest. That is, I would argue, leaving it a little bit late.
A little bit.
Just a tad.
Could have done it a bit sooner.
But ball in behind. We'll see here. This is where Papali, you see the way his leg just twerks or tweaks.
No.
I should say. That's not a nail biter. Nothing is. But then Caleb Clark, great acceleration. Hudson Creighton tried to cut him off. And then the ball on the inside. Great support run from Sam Knock. Finishes the job. And the Blues finished the job here as well. Nice game, says Sten. And heartbreak for the Reds. And choo says Laurie. And what a win for the Blues. And try. And winner chicken dinner. Oh, I love some chicken. Bloody love chicken, mate. That's Sam Knock, the man who has been able to score it. Cruel luck for the Reds. Yeah, unfortunately, that is once again another close game with the New Zealand side that they have ended up losing in the end. And well done, Blues, all day. Oh, I don't know about Blues having this one in the bag all day, but certainly the supporters keep an eye on the Blues for this whole match. Harry Plummer does get the kick over. The Reds will still receive a bonus point for being within 7, but the Blues will win this game 41 points to 34 in what closes out a fantastic round of Super Rugby Pacific. Ever tried jerk chicken?
Yep.
No.
No.
I don't think...
Oh, yes.
Why do you say yes and then no straight away?
No,
what's jerk chicken?
They pretty much jerk the chicken off before they... Yeah.
And what does that do? Salt?
Yes, add salt.
Oh, yeah.
Add flavour.
Good job, says Choke the Woke. I told you, says Spider Mech.
He did tell you.
I mean, yes, but also at the same time, I don't think it went the way that most people anticipated. But, Isaac, would you just like to very quickly repeat what your score prediction was for this game? Blues by how many?
By 7, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh my God, look at me go. I'm pretty good at this, except all the other predictions. That's the main prediction, isn't it?
It is. At the end of the day, you guessed that they'd... Well, sorry, you knew that they'd win.
I knew, because I've obviously
by 7.
looked at all the stats and figures coming up to this and, decided. I should have bet on it.
Cheers, mate, over and out. Jerk the chicken off. Chickens don't have a penis. Says Jake the Woke. Yeah, I think we've got something set wrong that we can't actually hear them talking. But it's actually been quite nice. We'll take the win, saying Samish. Says Natasha there. And beef jerky, but chicken instead. Okay, then no, I haven't. I had some pretty dry chicken, which was close to chicken jerky, but probably not quite the jerky that you're talking type thing. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in to this live stream. The next one that we are starting is starting in an hour and 20 minutes time. That will be the contest taking place between the Bulls and the Ospreys, so be sure to keep an eye on that one. And alongside that, I've got the game after that with Lions and Munster, followed by Leinster versus the Stormers, and then we're having pancakes. And thanks, Hamish and Zax, for the stream. I enjoyed the nuggets and the pizza. And I was a that because it's not a cock. Says I choked the woke. And well done, or job well done, Blues. Time to go by. Says that spider me. But nonetheless, we do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you all for the next one. Bye.